Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Tub Talks. In today's episode, I want to expand on this idea of self-love and how you build self-love and how you can grow self-love in your life. So last week's episode, I shared how to use the 5 love languages to show your self-love. And this week, I want to talk about a few other methods and tips that you can use to grow your self-love, if that's something that you're really dedicated to doing this year. And I really hope you are, because everyone should be dedicated to loving themselves, to being confident in their own skin, to believing in their dream, and to showing up for themselves in the best way that they can. So the first thing I want to suggest is that you start dating yourself, start flirting with yourself. I made a TikTok a few weeks ago on, looking at yourself in the mirror and flirting with yourself, saying all the things that you love about yourself to yourself. And this is really important. It's so important that we treat our relationship with ourselves, as highly as we would treat our relationships with those closest to us. So date yourself, take yourself out on dates, tell yourself how much you love yourself, tell yourself what you're proud of. If you have something that went particularly well, tell yourself, congratulations, you did that. You have to own all the good that you have done, because that is what's going to help you build that confidence, build that self-love, so that you can show up always, as your best self. We're always works in progress. So you're never going to be this perfect version of yourself. But the point is that you're showing up as the best that you can be on any given day. And that's what self-love is really all about. So date yourself. Take yourself out on dates and show yourself what a good time is. Another way to grow your self-love is to do the deep work. And a lot of times this is where the discomfort comes in. So if you're struggling with limiting beliefs, if you're struggling with some of your history, some of your past, it's really great if you work with a therapist or a coach to work through some of these limiting beliefs, some of these things that are holding you back, some of the things that are stopping your relationship with yourself from really thriving. So there's a lot of discomfort in this, and that's why it's really great to have someone guiding you through this process, someone who knows how to guide you and help you through that process, so that you can come out on the other side and know how to be there for yourself, know how to work through these things. I think a lot of times people think that you'll fix something and then you'll be fine. And like I said before, we're works in progress. So anytime something is going good, we could hit an obstacle and it could set us back a little. It doesn't matter, how much therapy you've done or how many times you've worked with a coach or how successful you are, anything like that. What matters is that life is a journey full of ups and downs. And the more that we're willing to learn how to work through that, the more we're prepared the next time something shows up in our lives to do that work. And to know the avenues we need to take to do that work, heal from that, and move forward. So I really want to encourage you, if you want to do some of the deep work, get a coach, get a therapist, and start doing that work with someone who can guide you through that. Another thing that I want you to do is write a list of everything you've done that you're proud of. Forget what anyone else would be proud of. Forget about a parent or a boss or anyone else being proud of you for these things. Write down what you are proud of. This is a list just for yourself. No one's going to see this, so you don't have to worry about the judgments from outside people. But write this list of everything that you're proud of having accomplished or having done or having experienced. It doesn't have to be actual things you did, but maybe just things you experienced in your life that have made you feel fulfilled, happy, joyful, proud. And go back to this list anytime that you're struggling with loving who you are today, and think about all the beautiful journeys that you've been on that have carried you up until this present moment. And that's how you start really building that resilience and that love for yourself, is by having those things that you can go back to that are going to feed your soul when you're not feeling your best. And going along with that, I also want you to write a love letter to yourself. So think about the way you would write a love letter to a lover, and write like that to yourself. Show yourself how much you care for yourself, how much you want better for yourself, and how proud you are of everything that you've gone through up until this point, of what has shaped you to be the person you are today. Write a beautiful love letter to yourself. And that's another thing that you can always come back to when you need that reassurance, that reminder of better memories, of better times, of more positivity, of more pride. So, you want to have these things that you can lean on, because we always have moments where we are lacking a little bit in confidence, lacking a little bit in that self-love. We get down on ourselves, we're hard on ourselves. So it's really good to have these things to go back to when you're in those moments, that you can reflect on, wow, no, look at all these beautiful, amazing things I've done before. Why am I being so hard on myself right now? And these are just some of the few ways that you can start really building that self-love. And again, I want to remind you that building self-love is not about building a perfect version of yourself. It's about loving yourself as you are right now in this moment, with all of your imperfections, but knowing that you are showing up as best as you can on any given day. And that's really, really important. I've had moments where I've felt really down about myself, and I've had to go back to those memories, those thoughts, those, previous journeys I've been on, to remind myself that today I am just showing up the best I can. After everything I've been through, I'm showing up the best I can, and I love myself for that. And I love myself for the journey I'm on, because whatever is happening today is going to lead me to where I need to be tomorrow. So keep that in mind. I hope these little tips helped you, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next Tub Talks. Bye.